Okay, so next job is put these pipes back in. So I've cleaned these pipes right up and I've resprayed them so they look pretty flash. Just got to take the tape off the ends there. I'm repurposing these. I think they are actually originals, so I've just wire wheeled them and cleaned them up so they're nice and look sweet. I mean, you're not really going to see these much, but it's just nice to do a little bit of detail. These two, brand new. I did mention that there's two of those that I didn't have this pipe. Well, I looked online. You can get them, I believe, but in the diagram it doesn't clearly show that there was that one there that I purchased, that one there that I purchased, but it doesn't clearly show that there's three, but according to this reality there is. So anyway, I've had a look at this one compared to these originals. I don't think this pipe is as old as what these ones are. I'm not 100% sure of that, but these ones, these two smaller ones are completely different. I don't know if you can see that cracking in there. It's cracking along there. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Trying to get it in shot. It's pretty nasty, that cracking in there. And they're a lot firmer. This one is a lot more malleable and zero. So if I can get close into that, there's no cracking at all. It's actually in really good condition. I don't know if it's an original. I think it is, but I really don't know. But it feels completely different. It feels more like these new ones. Not quite as good, but it definitely feels a lot more like these ones compared to this old one. So for the price of it, these you're probably looking at, I can't actually, I mean, I can find them on the manual, but I can't find them at Super Performance. Not this length. I can only find this length here, which as you can see is, you know, not far less than double. So I would assume if these are around £40, which they are, this is going to be around, you know, what, £60–80. Okay, so for the price of that and the condition that this is, I'm going to reuse this one. It's not something I normally would do, but fuel doesn't sit in it. It's just to join these pipes together. So fuel runs through it, but doesn't actually sit in it. So I think it'll be okay. But anyway, I'm going to put all this back together and fit it into the car. Okay, time to present these pipes up. Sorry for the noise, the rain's bothering you. It's pretty cold, it's only 12 degrees C here at the moment in Perth. And it was hailing a second ago. I do tend to do this work on my car when it's raining, because the car doesn't go out in the rain, so it's a good time to do this kind of work. Now, I've never put one of these on before, by the way, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just seeing if I can just push it on like this. Doesn't look like I can. The angle's too much, so I'm going to have to take this off and put this rubber onto that end first. I think that makes sense. I'll get that done. Okay guys, it's on. That was one of the hardest hose clamps I've ever done. It is. That was the hardest hose clamp I've ever had to install in my life. And as you can see, I've moved the ECUs to get to it a little bit easier. I'm not going to tell you how I put that on because I'm too embarrassed. Okay, next step. Okay, a bit of progress. So a bit of manipulation, and we've got the second pipe on. None of these clamps are done up really tight. I've got them a little bit loose so I can manoeuvre things around. I'm ready to come in with the last pipe now. A little bit of CRC on these hoses make sliding on and off and moving around really easy. So CRC or WD-40, bit of penetrating fluid, not too much, only needs a tiny little bit. So this is basically going to go up, and this end is going to go into there. That's the plan anyway. So a little bit of CRC on the end of here, WD-40, and hopefully it'll just slide in, and then I'll sort of manipulate it or get it into position and then tighten all the clamps in one go. Alright, I'll get that in because I can't really film this, it's just too much. I'm using the brakes and the hub to actually rest my neck. Okay, she's all fitted, all in, all done up, all set up correctly. Well, I have to say, that's one of the least enjoyable jobs I've ever done on a car. It looks very simple, I know. It looks very straightforward, very simple. But to put that pipe in, especially that clamp down there, has taken me 4 hours to put that in. 6 hose clamps, 3 joiners, 2 pipes. 4 hours. I'm over it. Alright. Cheers. Okay, it's off. That was a bastard. I had to cut the pipe in half and slice it down to get it off. 116270. Might put a little bit of grease. A bit of grease on those before I put this on. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to film this one. It's going to be a little bit difficult, so I'll let you know of my struggles. Okay, new pipe's on, all done up, clamped up, tightened up. So always, I'm going to check, I'm going to fill it up with fuel first before I put the bottom plate on to cover it, because I want to check for leaks, of course. But as you can see, it's on, no worries. I put a little tiny bit of grease just on the very ends of each side, so it slipped on a bit easier on that way first, and then pulled it back towards this side, so that's why that side's it's got a little bit more space there, because that pipe's goes to about there where the tip of my finger is, where the other one's about half that length. So, but it seems to be fine. All went on okay, so it wasn't too bad. The other one's obviously just stretched a little bit, so this one was a lot more malleable. Anyhow, that's that job done.